Hello, welcome to the stream after a difficult pill to take, to say the least. It was a bottled game, shall we say. 2-0 up with 10 minutes to go, and we drew the game 2-2. You just couldn't write it. So, well, actually, you probably could. With how we've been as of late, you probably could find a way to write it. Are you wearing a Man City shirt under your jacket? No, wearing a black shirt. It's got nothing to it. It's just a standard black shirt. Scripted said glimpse. Welcome to the chat, lad. Big ups. Look, that's my player ratings. I'll go through them all individually now. Big ups Dean Smith. Big ups Glimpse. So we'll start with Ortega, 6.5. He's conceded 2 goals. First one is a weird one because he's initially prepared for Weiss's shot. There's literally nothing to my black shirt. It's literally I can't. Like, for all you know, it could be on backwards. Like, that's the thing. It could actually be on backwards right now. Ortega, look, first goal he gets quite unlucky because Weiss initially misses the ball, but it's still at his feet. De Bruyne gets an 8, but doesn't get man of the match. Yeah, Ake does because he also got an 8. So I decided to give it to him because of the brilliant defending he put in today. But yeah, Ortega had a couple of scary moments. Like, well, the second goal, I think he can maybe do better. It's a good header, and he gets a lot on it. So I think he's probably going to be disappointed that he couldn't keep that fully out. And there was a moment where he got rounded, and Ake had to have a goal line clearance. So, look, Ake, he was brilliant today, and we're going to talk about him in a minute. Ortega, though, not bad from him. Not bad, but it just wasn't what we needed. Nunes, look, 6.5. He's filling in a role that he doesn't normally play. He's a midfielder standardly. He's played on the left wing for us this season. He's played on the right. He's played at fullback, both the fullbacks now. He's played in so many different positions for us, and so when he's playing in a position that isn't midfield, I cut him a bit of slack because it's a difficult job to do. The cross he whipped into Haaland at one point was stunning. It was brilliant, and Haaland headed it straight at the keeper. I don't have a Man City shirt on, though, Dean Smith. And just for the record, I wouldn't do it anyway. But I'm wearing a jacket, and I've got no City shirt on underneath, just a plain black shirt. I'll show you. There's nothing to it, just plain old black shirt. But big ups Dean Smith for tuning in. Oh, I've lost a wire. Oh, there it is. Akanji 6.5 wasn't bad. I think he needs to be a bit stronger on the header against Norgard. But oh well, could dissect that goal for probably an hour, to be honest. On who's to blame and all that. There's multiple little faults that are going on in there that all build up into, well, one big catastrophe. Sorry, I just had some messages. With all due respect, why do you always ask such a weird request? Yeah, it is a bit strange. Why backwards? Like, what thrill do you get from having it backwards? Can you please do me a deal on your next live stream? Can you wear your Man City shirt backwards? Within a week, I will do a stream wearing a Man City shirt backwards. No, actually, no. I'll sweeten the deal. I'll sweeten the deal. Okay. If Man City beat Ipswich and we beat PSG, I will do that. I'll wear the shirt backwards. If we beat those two, I'll wear a Man City shirt backwards. I don't know which one. I'll wear a Man City shirt backwards. We beat PSG and Ipswich, I'll do it. Why connect? I mean, what harm is there wearing a shirt backwards? Like, I don't get why he really wants me to, but I can't be doing. It's not like crooked, you know. It's have they got a number on the back? Yeah, I've got some. Most of all the City shirts I have that still fit me have numbers on the back. But Dean, actually, no. Sorry, I'm gonna scrap my deal. I'll follow my deal, but I want to know why you want this. Like, why are you so desperate to see me? Do you do this to other City streamers? But why are you so desperate to see me wear a City shirt backwards? And if you tell me the truthful reason, I'll do it. As long as City beat Ipswich and PSG. Tell me the reason, and that deal gets activated. But anyways, back onto the important thing. Ake with an 8. I mean, he saves 2 goals. How many months has he asked? I mean, he hasn't been on the stream in a while, so big ups for tuning in, Dean Smith. Can you tell me what... Why? Why do you want to know? No. Enough you asking requests of me. It's my turn. Literally every stream that he's ever been in, he has asked for my shirt to be on backwards. Alpha VK, welcome to the chat. Big ups, by the way. Big ups to you. Such a disappointing result here. Ake was brilliant, but I just can't believe we bottled it, to be honest. Alpha VK. But welcome to the stream. Welcome. But Ake, yeah, 2 brilliant goal line clearances. They're both brilliant, you know. The first one is just spot on, positioning to a T, and the second one right where he needs to be as well, you know. Connect over. My black shirt is forward, trust me. I was absolutely tweaking. I just couldn't believe it. Like, it's like, I thought we'd maybe gotten past that, you know, 2-0 up. I know that Brentford, I never felt comfortable in that game. I never took it for granted. I never thought that we were over the line. But, man, I just can't believe the amount of games we bottled this season, man. You know, how many games have we bottled from winning positions, you know? Because it's not even just from the bad run. Arsenal, we were winning at one point. Newcastle, we were winning. I know at the moment Gundo came on. Gundo being so washed, like, come on. Chelsea got saved by a point, but rubbish at the moment. Yeah, Gundo coming on, like, I know why he came on. Kova had obviously played 80 minutes. And to be fair to Kova didn't stop running. But, like, why not bring on, like, Nico Riley, the guy that was kept at the club because he could cover for Rodri if he got injured. Those were Pep's words. Nico Riley's not covered for Rodri once. He's barely played CDM. You know, he played CDM twice this season. Once against Watford, once against Spurs. Played left back against Salford. Why did people think Gundo was going to be class when he came back? He had his time. To be fair, he had a good season at Barca. You know, he had like 22 goal contributions. So he's off the back of a pretty good year of Barcelona. And so coming back to the Prem, sure, maybe maybe he was never going to quite be those levels. Okay, Premier League, different league, very physical and all that. But even getting a decent portion of those are solid. And plus, I don't think Gundo's been playing the role that he thought he was going to play this season. I think injuries have really impacted the role he's played in our team. O'Reilly has been at the team as a presentable doll. I know O'Reilly and McAtee. I know McAtee's actually come off the bench. He came off the bench here. He's actually come off the bench with time to make some sort of impact. But O'Reilly, he hasn't had a sniff apart from the cup games. It's just hard to watch sometimes. The treatment of other players that you big up in their preseason. Nico Riley had a great preseason, but then you don't do anything with that. Even if Nico Riley goes and plays now, he's going to be rusty. He's going to need a couple of games to get where he needs to be. We have great academy talent, and we just don't use them. Moving on to Vardiol. I give him a 7.5. Had a really good bit of defending at a certain point. It was a stunning tackle. Why did we take off Foden instead of Bernardo? Our problem is midfielders who can't run, and we bought on Gundogan. I know, I'll never get my head around Nico Riley because I don't think he'll start. I don't think he's going to come off the bench in the Premier League this season. That's my prediction for you. I don't think he'll come off the bench in the Premier League this season. Not now. I don't think you need to wear your Man City shirt backwards now. I know, he's not giving me a reason. Yeah, but Kova... No, Vardiol, again, great performance on the left back. Had some really big defensive moments, and I feel like he did well with them. Kova, 6.5. Never stopped running today, Kova. Had a couple fouls here and there, but he was brilliant every minute. He was not brilliant, but he was good every time he was on. Good dribbles. Everything Kova did. I couldn't really fault him too much. He didn't do anything extremely high level, but he was very solid today, Kova, and I really do appreciate that. Bernardo, 6. I can't really think of anything memorable he did. Had a couple times about upholding the ball, but I can't really think of anything memorable he did today, so I give him a 6. So, Foden, 7. Overall game, I didn't think was phenomenal. I don't think he did bad. It's just he didn't really do anything, but he gets 2 goals, which is the reason we get a point at the end of the day. The first goal is brilliant from Phil Foden. It was an absolutely brilliant finish by him. And the second goal is just clinical, right where he needs to be, and bangs it in. Sean P, welcome to the chat. Liam Delap's going to Dunkers at the weekend. Man, that would actually kill me. Phil Foden there, overall performance wasn't all that, didn't really do anything. Not like he did anything bad. It's just he didn't do anything, and that in itself can be kind of seen as bad. After I think he got his goal, I think a bit more confidence came in him. I think he had a couple more decent bits of dribbling. Then he got a second goal, which is good. Hopefully, maybe, I'm trying to cling on to anything here. Maybe this gives Phil Foden Dean Smith, leave it be. I'm not getting all my City shirts out and showing you, mate. Maybe next stream I'll be wearing one. Foden, maybe this will kick him on. Maybe this will give him a boost of confidence. Like, I got a brace today, and it was against a good side. It's not like I got a brace against Watford or Salford or whatever. I got a brace against Brentford away from home. I'm feeling good. I've got to go with it. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to just cling on to anything to get this guy going. He's on 5 goals. He's on 6 goals, 3 assists this season, Phil, which is, if the season ended now, then that's his worst ever season for us. Since really coming into the game. Why bring on Gundo? to see the game out, we should have brought Nico Riley. Nico Riley brings legs to the side. I don't know why Nico Riley's here. Definition of a bench warmer. I bet you he doesn't get subbed on in the Premier League from now to the end of the season. Correct. You just know when the first goal goes in, we ain't winning. I know. I was so. What was actually interesting there? Weeser scores. Okay, I'm already worried. Okay, I'm so my energy levels have gone from here to here. I'm super worried. In fact, my energy levels weren't here when we were 2-0 up. I was more here. I was still so worried because we'd been hurt this season with 15 minutes left. Blinking Feyenoord. That has done me, by the way. I will never see games the same now. And so I didn't get my hopes super duper high, to be honest. But Wisser scores. I'm down here. I'm not feeling good. And then I actually felt a little bit better as the game went on. I feel like there was a period about 4 minutes after the goal goes in. I think we were under the cosh. Brentford were trying to get at us. But then I think for the next period of time, for another for the next 4 minutes, I feel like we actually managed to slow the game down a bit. I don't know if Brentford's crowd was still up for it. They probably were. But I feel like we actually managed to, just calm it a bit, get a bit of a foothold in this, get one more hand on the 3 points. But then the 90th minute came. Brentford just turned it up a notch again. The players clearly were tired, but I'm sorry. You're going to be tired after 90 minutes of running. Every player in the world is going to be tired after 90 minutes of running. It's not an excuse if you're tired in the 90th minute. You're playing the same minutes as Brentford played. Okay, it's not like Brentford played one half of football, we played 2 halves. We both played 2 halves. Being tired for me is not an excuse. Do you think every Brentford player was feeling top energy by the end of that game? No, they weren't. They were 100% feeling tired, but they were putting everything into that because they knew that they could get at us. And we let our tiredness get to us. Akanji positioning and genuine performance is terrible, at least Sporting. Akanji performances don't get criticised enough. He's becoming compassionate in defence. Akanji's been awful this season. Such a shame as well. I think he should do better on the goal, to be honest. I do think Ake was the standout defender. The reason why I love wearing football shirts backwards is because it tells me what I have on the back. But I tend to say the name on my shirt every stream. Because I can name the numbers now, and I can name them off the top of my head. And every time I wear the shirt, I tend to say I've got De Bruyne on the back, I've got Grealish, or I've got someone else. Do you not remember the shirt number you got on the back of your shirt? Just a bit. It's just. I mean, sure, whatever floats your boat, I suppose. It's your choice, not mine. Moving on from Foden, De Bruyne. I feel like he was brilliant from minute 1. What I will say is that he got tired near the end, and I can't really blame him. He's 33. He'd been running so hard that game. I do wish that maybe he turned it down a little bit. De Bruyne. I think maybe he should have saved his legs a bit more for later in the game because he was going on huge sprints. And fair play to him, the sprints were great, but it meant that he was almost dead on his feet at the end. He was getting tired at the end, and I can't blame him. He was so good today, De Bruyne. Essentially tied man of the match with Ake. I just edited it to Ake because he saved 2 goals. Literally, those goals, they're not blocks, they're saves. Marmouche ASAP, please. proves we need him. DM as well. We need a DM. We need a high energy DM. Zuba is out the door because he's on his way to Arsenal in the summer. So we need to find someone. Sign a DM. And this, I couldn't ask for anything more this window. I couldn't. It's a stunning January window, more than I thought we were going to get. And we still need to get Marmouche over the line. Let's not take that for granted. Get those two over the line, and it's fantastic. And if you don't do that, then you're left like thinking, oh, we got these players, that's great, but we didn't get this, which we really needed. I'm sorry, why not give Nico Riley a go at the DM, man? Why not? He was brilliant in pre-season there. He was good against Tottenham in the Cup. He was decent against Watford in the Cup. And I know against Salford he played fullback. Why can't we just play him in DM? Give him a shot. Is it going to hurt us that badly? More than it's hurting over the last, 12 weeks now? Ake. Yeah, Ake was stunning today. And it just shows why he's so good. He's insane. Any transfer streams tomorrow, hopefully. I've enjoyed transfer streams, so I'm hoping we do. But I might do Arsenal Tottenham. Still thinking about it. We need Ruben Diaz back, it's telling me. We really do. He's been unfortunate with injuries. By the time he's back, it would have been 2 months out of injury in total this season. We really need Diaz. Good thing we're getting defended. Kusanov, I really want him. I swear, if he's not holding the shirt tomorrow, I'll just wonder what we're doing. Come on, man. How desperate are we for these players if they're not even going to be available for the games in January? Please get these players in the shirt. I'm hoping for Kusanov in the shirt tomorrow and Vitor Reis. I want him in the shirt by Friday. Savinho 6.5. So unlucky to hit the post, but went on. By the way, fair play to him on the second goal. Took on his man really, really well. Didn't give up on that ball, and he didn't give up. He won it. He was rewarded for his efforts. Big up to the 8 people tuning in. And he ran into that box, gave it a go. Did he score? No, but Phil Foden was there to clean up, which is all we needed. Great stuff from Savinho there for me. Really nice. And Haaland. We gave this guy at least 2 big chances off the top of my head. At least 2. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. De Bruyne slipped him in at one point, straight at the keeper. Mateus Nunes gave him a great heading chance, straight at the keeper. He headed the ball across goal to absolutely nobody. You could argue Savinho needs to be there, but you could also argue that Haaland should probably be a bit more aware of his surroundings. So Haaland didn't really have many good moments. His body language, I thought, wasn't too bad today. I thought he had some all right moments of passing. Did give away some balls, but on the whole, just poor from Haaland because he's our striker and he's getting big opportunities and the keeper can comfortably save them. The keeper had got his hands on it twice today against Haaland. I can't remember if it was any more, but got 2 comfortable ball in the hand save. It just felt too easy for Flecken. Last year, Flecken was making unreal saves here. He was making unreal saves, and it took so long to finally beat him. And then second half, Phil Foden managed to get 2 more to complete his hat-trick. This time, the amount of saves where the ball just stayed in his hands, it was just unreal because did Flecken make a diving save today? Because I'm really thinking about it. Because when we shot to his sides, we caused him issues. The goal today, I know Phil Foden couldn't have hit it. No, he did make a diving save. Haaland had it. No, I think it was Akanji who headed it towards goal, and the keeper did a last-minute dive because he wasn't sure if it was going in or not. So 1 diving save. Phil Foden, when he had a shot, goes in, shot to the side. To be fair, the shot Foden has to get his second, it is kind of at the keeper, but Savinho's kind of like weakened him. So, but still, he shot it a bit to the side, I feel. I don't think it went through his legs. I'm going to Millwall on Saturday. I have to wake up at 4 in the morning. It's a 12:30 kickoff in London. Oof, unlucky. Hope you have a good trip, though. And I hope you get a win for all that travelling. Substitutions, they're both a 6, I wouldn't have bought on Gundo. I would have bought Nico Riley. If you're willing to bring on McAtee, bring on Nico Riley. What's the harm in it? What is so bad about Nico Riley that he's going to do that much worse than Ilkay Gundogan? Because he hasn't even done it once, Pep. He hasn't even given Nico Riley a go to come on in a high-pressure situation once. Could have loaned that guy out and given him some really valuable experience on loan, Nico Riley. But he's essentially rotted away on our bench waiting for Carabao Cup and FA Cup games. That's been his role in the team. Even when he played against United in the Community Shield, not going to sit here and flat, he was amazing. I thought he wasn't superb, but he wasn't bad. He wasn't bad. Leyton Orient Derby going to Pens. Well, good that's to either of them, because we should be beating either of them. So, 2-2 for me. Not the result we wanted, but it's the result we got, and it's the result we shouldn't have got because we had that game. 2-0 up, it should be game done in our normal standards, but just couldn't do it. That concludes my player ratings. Just going to have a quick look at our shots. Man, I bigged up our clinicality against Salford. And again, I knew it was Salford, so I took it with a pinch of salt. But, 21 shots, 8 on target, 2 goals. We had such good chances today. It's coming down to not taking chances. Defence, for the most part, I thought was solid today. Especially that man Ake. Especially that man Vardio. Núñez was filling in a role that, it isn't his expertise. And it's almost unfair to put him there. But he filled in there, and to be fair, I don't think he did a bad job. He was all right. And I thought Akanji was all right. Probably should do better on the second one. But for me, the team's just got to do better here. Got to do better. Yo, Elijah, welcome to the chat. Big ups. How many times it bottled now? How many games? Yeah, that was this was frustrating. It was the first real big moment of the game. De Bruyne slips him in, doesn't even get the pass off. Do something with it. If you make the wrong call, if you make the wrong call, unlucky. Fine, we move. But you didn't make a call. You just dribbled until you couldn't. You just dribbled until you realised there was an end. That's the frustrating bit. Make a call. Take a gamble. How many times bottled? I don't even want to count it. I can think a couple off my head. If we're talking bottled as in we're winning and then lost. On one positive, 5 games unbeaten. I guess there's that. That's the exact situation I've seen Marmoush bury it. I know, I've seen a couple of goals from Marmoush. By the way, 1 goal, 2 assists for him today. He's not quieting down. He's only getting better. He's just playing his best game at the moment. So let me check what that brings him up to. He's essentially winning his team games. Last game, the one before the 4-1, he got the winning goal, got subbed off in that as well. Game before that, the game now, he got 3 goal contributions. The final score was 4-1. You take away his goal contributions, and the final score is 1-1. I know it doesn't work like that in football, but that's what I'm saying. That's his impact. 34 goal contributions now in all comps for Frankfurt now. He only gets better. He's not slowing down. He's just been balling it. And I just hope he comes here and continues doing it. Nah, like, if this is the case, if this is really what we're arguing under with Frankfurt, if this is really what it's coming down to, okay? If that is really what it's coming down to, like, just do it at that point. Just genuinely do it. 10 million. Boy, oh boy, one academy talent, you know? One academy sale gets you that. And our club is debating whether we should do that. At least pool draw, but we do too. We didn't capitalise. Anyways, I'll save all my Marmouche talk for hopefully tomorrow if we get Here We Go. But I'm not going to sit here and promise a Here We Go. But hopefully we do, and hopefully we can stream on that because that'd be awesome. So big ups to everyone that tuned in. My point exactly. If it really comes down to that, use that. You know, we got it for a reason. Anyway, big ups to everyone that tuned in. A tough pill to swallow. One that I really didn't want to, but one that felt like it could happen. This is a difficult ground to come to. It always is, and we really felt that today. Thank you all for tuning in to the stream. More on the way, of course. We got Ipswich on the weekend. You might see me do Arsenal Tottenham tomorrow, but you might see me do a transfer stream. I haven't quite decided yet. You'll know by tomorrow morning, probably. Big ups to you all. I'll see you all in the next one.